We're live. Oh, let me back at you again this morning. Oops. Yeah. So we continue the marathon. The marathon continues at Lincoln Terrace Park, running. I have changed up my vision. Good morning. Running for two things: running for gun violence victims, yes, but also to, of course, trying to keep in shape. Clergy care and self care. The Bible states that I wish above all that you may be in good health. So we got to keep our body. And now, of course, the census, making sure that the census is represented today. So we're doing census, COVID-19, gun violence, and church reopenings this morning. So good. Good to see everybody. Good morning again. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in Brooklyn, New York. Rise and shine. God has given us life. He has given us strength. And so we got to do what we have to do. Um, you know, very grateful to God for being able to get up this morning and just come out here and see the beautiful people, beautiful sunlight, and getting ready to get in and keep on going. So, Pastor Louis Straker, one of the members of the God Squad, have been praying for his 4-year-old family who was shot in St. Louis, Missouri, 4 years old. And yesterday, the family had a very difficult position to an opportunity and time to decide whether or not they're going to pull the plug of that 4-year-old boy who was shot. And sadly to say, brothers and sisters, that this young 4-year-old succumbed to his gunshot wounds, and now the family is preparing a funeral service for him. Those are the difficulties of what we're facing with. Those are the difficulties not only here in New York City but across the country, dealing with the violence that we have in our communities. Violence is not taking a day off, and we got to be constantly working on that too as well. Yesterday we held a press conference with the Brooklyn Borough President, myself and mothers who lost their children to gun violence. A young man from the Flatbush Leadership Academy. We are very, very delighted to be one of the groups in New York who has taken on the initiative and started the Flatbush Leadership Academy. Flatbush Leadership Academy started about 8 years ago. Well, the vision was started about 8 years ago. And in that vision, we looked at myself, Joshua O'Connor, Shanduk McFarther, looked at how do we get young people who were protesting back then, how do we get them into a program and off the streets. And so about 7 to 8 years later, here we are, we were able to get that program up and running of young men. And yesterday, the young men, they were very positive. They spoke at the press conference, and I was really delighted to see that this is like 30 young men who we know for sure that they're our ambassadors. That's what you got to do. You got to build up the young kings. Um, they're our ambassadors for sure. And they came out in strong numbers, and we are so grateful. We're so grateful that they're doing what they need to do. So that was good news. I'm talking to the family, and thank you, Assembly Member Latrice Walker, for just being so concerned about this young man who got killed in Lincoln Terrace Park. Spoke to the family yesterday, and we'll continue to support the family in any way that we can. And so one of the things that we are working on right now that I'm going to add is that we are again raising funds to help any victim in any of the borough. We will send clergy support, and we're taking clergy from that local area, and we are going to organize, and we're going to help the city heal. We're going to help those individuals when they get up in the morning and they hear that their son or their daughter have been shot and killed on the streets of New York City. We want to be able to dispatch care teams all around the city to that family home, and to just be able to guide them through this process. It is nothing easy, and especially a time when you have COVID-19 and you have churches closed, people looking for places to gather. There is really no place to gather when it talks about coming in the inside of a facility, and churches will not open up the facilities to have total strangers in hundreds of numbers coming in, because right now we're just about 50% of capacity, and not everyone is open because it has to do with cleaning. You have been shut down for such a long time. Some churches it doesn't work opening up for just 50%. So, and there's different dynamics for different churches as well. So when you have a city, am I coming with you? I'm coming with you. When you have a city that needs spiritual care, at the highest level, spiritual care at the highest level, when you need that, and you're not seeing, and you don't have the communion of getting together in one place as a house of worship, as a gathering, it leaves a hole in the grieving too as well. So think about this, that at the time that we need spiritual support, time that we need spiritual care, you got the houses of worship closed at the highest point of COVID-19. And yes, I'm not talking about just the idea about the church can't do its work, whether it's open or closed. I'm talking about the fact that when people need to come together in community and family, hugging each other, being able to mourn together, being able to be close with one another. Those things are very, very abnormal when you can't get together and love people in that same space. So we know for sure that now in our communities, people have to be mourning on their own. Families had to mourn, bury their loved one. These things are traumatizing individuals. They're traumatized because, again, the human psyche, how we were born, how we were made, we definitely weren't made to mourn alone, or not to be touched, or not to be felt. How come all of y'all watching and y'all not exercising too? Okay, good. So we asking again for all to help in this battle. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up? Help in this battle that we're facing right now. So like this video, share it. We want to talk about COVID-19, talk about gun violence. I'm not sure what's in the description. I got to learn the description on this piece. Oh yeah, this is good. Trying to walk up some steps too. Nice. I should be exercising some more, but this morning I'm out. All right, so we want to have those of you to join. If you're running and you're getting up, I think definitely by tomorrow. I keep on saying I gotta make that hashtag for sure. I'm struggling to make it because when I make it, I can't pull it back. So I want it to make sense. You did your 100 stairs already? I want it to make sense to everybody. So now I want to give you the vision of this mobile unit that I'm talking about this morning. What we are looking at is we are hoping to, again, number one, raise some money for funeral services, care services for families of crime victims in New York City. Clergy have been calling all over the city about how they can help, and I think one of the ways that we can help is that, again, we can really reach out to those families and help them. Now that churches are closed, some people don't have a particular church home, just to be able to navigate all of that. Then the second thing is that we want to, I mean, when you talk about what you got to do when you hear a call that your son or your daughter is shot and killed, and you had no idea that you didn't get up in the morning. When you prayed, you never got up in the morning thinking that, oh my God, my number is going to be called. I'm going to get this call and say, listen, the son or the daughter that I love, that I raised, have been shot and killed on the streets of New York City. You get to the hospital, basically you can't identify the body. They got to give you a picture in the morgue. You got to say, yeah, this is my son, this is my daughter. You can't touch them. Then you're trying to find a place to get a funeral service or burial service or repast. You can't find a place that is going to hold a lot of people right now. People are hurting in so many different ways. And so with what we are doing and what we are offering as part of our service to the city of New York is that, again, anyway, if you know anyone in any borough that needs support for the family, clergy care, reach out to us. I hope that the information is in. Could I comment on my own stuff? Now, let's see. Oh, okay. I'm trying to see if I can comment on my own, but I probably can't. So what I'll do next time, I'll have someone. Oh, you want me to record you? You want me to record you? 1 second, I still got to work with my wife here. Hey, babe. Hey. Hello. You want me to record you? Do you need me to record you? All right. So that you can get a team that will be able to be dispatched to that particular family, and so when we're able to raise that money, we can help those families get the team to them and support them in some small ways. People need taxis to get to different areas. People need basic things like food. We have our food pantry, which will support. People need cash assistance, which we have our partners to be able to do so. They might need to be able to get groceries delivered to them. That's something that we support too as well. So we really want to give them a full wraparound service for the family. So we are definitely raising money for that. And then our GodSquad Mobile. 1 second. I got to record something. My wife is still exercising while I'm on video. You ready? She's not ready yet. So we can do that. So two things. I'm going to say to you very quickly that if you would like to join the movement of people who have a passion and a heart to help, you can definitely do so with us. So raising money to help with burial assistance, raising money for the GodSquad Mobile Unit, which is going to be a care unit that comes to the place of hold on. You got to record and be quiet. 1 second. You ready? You could do it. One more. Let's go. Let's go. All right. She got it. All power, all strength. I wish I could do all of these exercises like my wife. I'm building up there, buddies. Okay, so let me close this video because we're all over the place. Okay. So we said that we're running for gun violence victims. We asked you to fill out the census form, the U.S. Census 2020. we're talking about the fact that, again, COVID-19 has really impacted us in the way that we mourn. Houses of worship, again, are closed, even though some are opening up. People are needing places to have wake. As people, again, mourning the loss of the family members, we are saying that we have a plan that we've been using for the past about 10 years, and we want to be able to give it throughout to the city. So we have been working and training and talking to clergy that, we all should do something. And I think that we have the plan of doing it. Advocacy is great, we do so, but at the same time, we need to be able to put our faith to our feet and keep on walking this walk. So I'm trusting and praying that tomorrow will come back at another time, and I'm hoping that we all would be able to support what we're doing, even now during this time. So fill out your census form. The places that the census are the lowest: Canarsie, East Flatbush, you have East New York, Cypress Hills. These are all places that the census is low. Canarsie, the highest hit in terms of COVID death. And then these places are also the places where you have a high level of gun violence too as well in these particular precincts. So COVID-19, low census response, all these things are wrapped up together in one. Nothing is by mistake. So, and again, houses of worship are closed. People are trying to find their spiritual footing in community. And community, of course, is everything. So you have all of this stuff happening at the same time. So we need to be able to get the spiritual support as much as we can, get the faith-based support in all that is going on. And I want to challenge some of you who are looking at us, and you're probably in your local city or you're in Brooklyn. Get up in the morning and get moving, get active, get on the street, run for justice, run for victims of gun violence, while you yourself are staying in shape and staying healthy. Attach your pain, even in the body, to the pain of those who are feeling the pain of the loved ones losing their life. So definitely we want to do that. We want to support, and we want to make sure that we get you to support the vision and the mission. So we are running again every morning. Join us if you're in Brooklyn or wherever you are. Join us. All right. So take good care, and we hope to see you soon. God bless everybody. Have a blessed day.